Welcome to the high school football day edition of Sports Corner. All right, Matt, let's take a look into some of last week's highlights.
Last week's game was a great one for the Cavaliers. They started off 8-0 with Aloysius Jackson scoring a long, 70-yard touchdown. It was a great one. The Cavs ended up coming on top 38-6 in a pretty dominant showdown against the Emerald Vikings.
How did last week's game go into tonight's game?
Last week, the Cavaliers got their first playoff win in a long time around here, but this week is going to be a lot tougher. Because see, Demetrius, this week it's against a team that's only lost one game all year against Northwestern, a powerhouse 4A team. So I look forward to see how the Cavs play tonight.
All right. Tell us a little bit about some key players on their team.
They have a guy named Nick McLeod who's a D1 type cornerback. How big is he? He's like 6'2" or 6'3". And I think he's going to provide the boom at tonight's game. And also, I don't know if you knew this, but Jadeveon Clowney went to South Pointe High School, and he turned out pretty well. They've also had others like Stephon Gilmore, who went on to play in the NFL in the first round. So there's a lot of good, rich talent up there in New York County.
And can you tell us a little bit about their front three guys, their defensive linemen?
Okay, well, as you and I both know, the football games run the trenches. They have a really good front seven, front 3, 4, 7, however you want to call it. Those guys can play. They're big. They come off the football and they hit hard. So it'll be a big game for the Cavalier offensive line to see if they can knock them off. Yes.
All right. Is that reporter Deiondre Mack I see in the stands?
Yep, that's him.
Good morning, Cavaliers. It's pretty loud, as you can tell. We're taking sports sounds outside for today. I'm reporter Deiondre Mack, and today I'm interviewing two men featured in that very famous motivational football video that aired last week.
You got to get up, change your tires, and keep going. F1 tempo, Formula One racing. You got to be mobile, agile, and hostile.
All right, I'm here with Coach Fields and Coach Lane. How y'all doing today?
Pretty great.
All right, so congratulations on your first game in the playoffs last week.
Thank you.
All right, so now that we're in the second round of the playoffs, where do we stand right now?
Well, currently now we're really going into the real meat of the playoff run, the race to the state. We're going to South Pointe this week. They are a 3-time state champion, and they are a very good ball club, and they're well coached, and it's going to be a real tough contest.
All right, so there was a few questions going around last week about F1 tempo. Can you tell me about that?
Well, basically, F1 tempo is what's known in the racing industry as Formula One racing. It's the fastest mechanically possible that any car can travel, 225 miles per hour, and nothing else can beat that. Not even NASCAR, and those are the big name racing that everybody knows, but Formula One is where it's at. We want our kids to have a Formula One attitude, meaning everything they do, they operate with assertiveness and they move fast through everything we do, through drills, through practice, in the game. Formula One to the ball all the time. Everywhere we go, we want to operate on Formula One. It's a way of life now that we're embedding here at Northeast.
All right, and mobile, agile, hostile. You got to tell me what that's about.
Mobile, agile, and hostile comes from the legendary coach from Florida A&M University, Alonzo Jake Gaither, who was at the cusp of the transition in football between the 60s and the 70s, and he always wanted his athletes to have that presentation on field, to be mobile, agile, and hostile. And for a good period of time, it really was like that. And he turned out a lot of pros. But that's exactly what we want our guys to have here at Richland Northeast. We want them to be mobile, agile, and hostile. With that in mind, at F1 tempo, that puts us at a point where we can win when we have to. And that's what these young men do here. They come out, they answer that, and they represent that very well.
All right, so can one of y'all give us a little motivation right now? Here's some motivation.
It is something I want to lead the guys with today, and I told them yesterday at practice, Coach Fry gave me the opportunity to speak and say a few words yesterday at practice, and today I want to lead them with this poem again. I just want to remind them of Invictus. Out of night that covers me, black is the pit from pole to pole. I thank whatever gods may be, for this is my unconquerable soul. In the fell clutch of circumstance, I have not winced nor cried aloud. Under the bludgeonings of chance, my head is bloody but unbowed. Beyond this place of a place of wrath and tears looms but the horror of the shade, and yet the menace of the years shall find me unafraid. It matters not how straight the gate, nor how charged of punishment the scroll, for I am the master of my fate, and I am the captain of my soul. And right now, this week, fellas, we are the masters of our fate, and we are the captains of our soul. It doesn't matter what South Pointe is going to do. It doesn't matter what the state says. It doesn't matter what the paper says. All that matters is what we do, and what we do is what we do best, and we're going to put up the numbers. Men lie, women lie, numbers don't. Let's get it.
Well, y'all heard it here first, Kaz. I've been reporter Deiondre Mack. Back to Matthew Anderson and Demetrius Davis.
This has been another exciting edition of Sports
Corner.